Alright, this is day 25 of my vlog every day of April challenge. And I'm going to talk a little bit about EDC. What is EDC? Everyday carry. Just things that I carry on me every day, how I carry it, and what I'm doing. So right now, this is pretty much what I wear all the time. It's just a t-shirt, some shorts, and that's all I have. And it's pretty much way it looks. And I carry a gun with me every day. I carry a gun just like this every day. And this is my Glock 34. It's kind of a big gun, but with a good holster I'm able to carry it every day. I carry a spare magazine. This is what I carry on the other side. Spare magazine and a light. I carry the light all the time because I work nights and stuff, so I need this more than I need anything else. And then I also carry a fixed blade on my weak side. So I always have a weak blade. This one's a little big for what I usually carry, but I mean, this is big for, this is my big one that I usually carry. I have a smaller one for when I go light sometimes, carrying lighter stuff. And then I also have my med kit on me all the time. This is just an ankle holster I usually wear when I'm wearing pants on my ankle. If I'm not, I just roll it up and put it in my cargo pants or in my pocket. I always have this on me. So this is my typical everyday EDC. I'm going to do so if I'm carrying every day, my light version is this right here. If I'm working out in the yard or if I'm running or something, I usually will carry the little snub nose Smith & Wesson revolver in my snub gear holster. It looks just like that. So that's always there. And that's a small, lightweight version of my everyday carry. And then I carry backup ammo on stripper clips. Okay, so this is my EDC video about how I got to what my everyday carry is and kind of the path, just in case, you know, to help people make decisions and stuff. This is my first handgun. This is a Walther P99. It's a great gun, and this is my first inside the waistband holster. This is White Hat holsters. They make great holsters. This is a horsehide. I went with the horsehide because I'm in Texas and it's supposed to be a little bit more sweat resistant. And what's great about White Hat holsters is they have this is a set pattern, and you can replace these kydex and change out your gun. So when I first started carrying, I wasn't too sure which gun I wanted to carry, so I went with this. That way I could try out different guns and stuff. And so I carried this for a little while. I felt like this was a little thick, and I had trouble carrying this inside the waistband, probably because I was fat. And then I changed out the kydex, right, with this, and went with the old 1911. And it kind of rode in here like this. You can see it's pretty similar. And I really like this. This is comfortable. I carried this a lot, as you can tell by the kydex. See, I had wore out the sight tunnel here. That's one problem I had with this holster is the sight tunnels don't quite go all the way up and aren't as big as I would like. And it kind of just a little short for my 1911s. I'm a bigger frame person, so I like longer guns. And the black, I wouldn't have gone with the, if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't get black. I would get more of a leather colored looking one. It wouldn't show wear as much. But you know, and my other problem that I had with this holster was the grip. Now that I got a different holster, I can really tell that this part right here, really need to be able to get your finger in there to be able to get the weapon out. And that's like the key point, is you got to have plenty of room right in here to get your finger in there. And it just doesn't quite give me enough room. But it's been tough, and it, you know, it's held up. It's very comfortable, and it's easy to adjust. So That's what I started with, and that's the white hat holsters. Then I went to super easy to carry Nate Squared Tactical. It's a pretty cool little company. It's these two guys called Nate, and their symbol is Nate squared, like two Nates in 8 squared. But anyways, you'd have to look at the website to get it. But this holster is like super easy to carry, super comfortable, especially with a little gun like this Ruger LC9. But I did have some problems with this gun, and luckily Ruger has fixed it. But you know, I spent a lot of money getting used to it with ammo, and then I had some problems, and had to send it back to Ruger, and they fixed it, granted. But then I spent a lot of more money getting my trust back in it and stuff. But another problem with this one is that same grip. You just can't get in there, and I did some changing to the clip to get the micro pistols up a little bit bigger. I imagine this holster is great with a bigger gun, but unfortunately, you know, it wasn't as fast as what I was looking for. They got the good, you know, sight tunnels, and it's super durable, super easy to carry, but just not easy to deploy and use. So, you know, you got to find the balance. What's best for you? You know, if concealability is the most important thing to you, this is definitely your holster, because it's got good retention. It's just not as fast as I would like. So that brings me to the company that I really like, and that is Stealth Care. Stealth Care makes a excellent holster. As you can see, it is kind of like a basketball jersey material on the back. It's soft, but it's super breathable. You know, I was kind of off-putting by the pink color, but it doesn't bother me at all because it goes against me. But they have holes in here. It's super, you know, breathable, and that's not the regular clip that comes on here. I've changed the clip out, but this is just my light. When I go real light, like if I'm working in the yard or working out, I'll carry this gun. And I got this. This is an appendix holster. You can carry an appendix, but I like carrying it 4 o'clock. I've tried cross draw. I thought that's what I was going to get it for, really, for in the car, a cross draw holster, but it really hadn't worked out. I just used it for 4 o'clock for when I'm working out, mowing the yard. That's the gun. But this gets me to my main everyday carry. Every single day, this is what I carry. Oh yeah, I have this knife tool in my pocket. And then my med kit. So pretty much I have this on me every day. Well, I have my challenge coin on me too, so I have this too. But every day, this is what I carry. And this is probably the stuff I'm going to use most of all. This is just like, I think this is a Glock 36 holster. A local company here makes these, and they make just cheap neoprene stuff. It's, you know, it's pretty durable, but in here I got, ooh, it's really easy to get to. In here I have Quick Clot. You know, this is just a sponge to help stop bleeding fast, right? And a tourniquet. This is a TK4 tourniquet. And this one I keep bandaged up. I have some other ones that I practice with that something that it's just a tourniquet. I don't want, you know, you can make a tourniquet out of anything, but when it counts, I don't want to have to improvise. I carry this on me all the time. This is something that I can deploy one-handed real easy with myself. I do have some Windsor knots, some other tourniquets and stuff in my med kit in my cars, but that is on my person. I'm not too far away from my better tourniquets, but that's just the minimum of what I carry on me. So, what's next? The light. I carry a Streamlight, and it's the polymer one. It's kind of a cheap light, but what I like about it is it's not too heavy, and the aluminum or the metal or stuff really get cold and stuff. So I kind of like the polymers, and that's why I've been sticking with the polymer. And this is super comfortable holster. You know, every once in a while you'll feel one of these get a little warmer, but I've been wearing this a lot. I wear this every single day. And you can change out these parts. See, I'm missing a screw here because I change this out and I'll put the other magazine carrier in here and I'll carry it for IDPA and stuff. So use this a lot. And then this is just my everyday knife. This is what I use to cut open stuff, and it's a Gerber, and it's just been a beater knife. This is what I use to open boxes and stuff. This is my K-bar, and I've seen a lot of videos on this, and everybody complains about this sheath. And I'm telling you, this thing is awesome. And the way it goes is your pants go right here. You don't put your belt in this. It's not a belt loop. If you read the directions, you'll realize it. And this just has enough hook right there where it does not come out. And you really want to open it with this motion. You can jerk on it and it still works, but that's really how you want to open it. You want to squeeze and get that. And what I like about it is it moves around a little bit. This angle of the handle, it's easy to conceal and it moves around, but this point stays the same place. So as long as I can get to here, I can get it. You know, this part out here moves around, makes it comfortable. So this is a really great knife, and I don't use this on anything at all. I keep it pristine as possible, and I don't get it out much, but it stays in the sheath, and I really like that. I'm really happy. That's an excellent value for a knife, and the angle really helps it make it easy to conceal. And we get to my favorite thing, is my Glock. Oh, this, I don't know why, but it looks like a big chunk block, but man, this thing feels so great in the hand and so low bore access that it is super easy to carry. And you know, it's the size of my 1911, but it's so much, you know, I can get so high on it. I really like this gun. And my problem is I have such big hands. See how I'm off the bottom of this? With their smaller frame guns, they cut like 3/4 of an inch off this bottom here for like the 19 and the compact guns. And I really need that little bit because of the fat there on my hand, and I'm really able to get a good grip on a big handle, something I can really grab. And the 17 is just 3/4 of an inch shorter, but it's square, and I kind of like to round it off, so that's why I carry the larger gun. And gets me back to my stealth gear that I absolutely adore, and super comfortable backside, and you can see the holes. Yeah, they put holes in here. It's all ventilated and stuff. And then these are their normal clips. These are pretty sturdy clips. And I changed this one out because I wanted to get a little bit higher. I need a little smaller clip, and see how it's got a hole here. Gets me a little bit more vertical where I like to carry it. It keeps me as fast as I want to be. And big key is this right here. How I'm able to get my fingers in here. This cut right here that we talked about on the other holsters is just, you know, not enough room to get in there. And I can really get this gun out of here with the way this is made. Stealth Gear is an awesome company. I can't tell you how much I appreciate those guys. It's worth the wait. It took me like 3 weeks to get my original holster. And I was freaking out. It's like, golly, it takes them 3 weeks to make a damn holster. And I sent them an email like 3 weeks. And I was like, what's the holdup? And they were like, oh, it just shipped today. And I was like, you know, I kind of didn't believe them. But of course it shipped. And I was so happy when I got it. But it frayed. I had a little bit of fraying right here. Some wear right here. And I had it for a long time. I mean, I wore it completely down. And I asked them, I sent them an email, sent them a picture. I said, hey, is this covered under warranty? And they were like, yes, absolutely. I'll get another one made. And I'm thinking, so I got to wait another 3 weeks for another holster to come in. That week, I got a new holster. They didn't ask my address or nothing. I guess they looked up my record, but they sent it to me and with a return envelope, and I put my other one in there. And I've really been happy with this this company. They do great work. Look at all this work, how they cut every unnecessary piece off. Everything's nice and smooth and just built for speed and comfort. And this is definitely my favorite holster by far. So that's just a little bit of the road of how I got from where to where I am now.